brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Whoa. Whoa.
Did you sleep here?
No, I just I curled up under the desk. It's nice and warm.
We got smacky lips? We
Yeah.
got a yawn?
Well, I was watching Disney cartoons last night because I finally signed up for Disney Plus.
Ugh.
That's gross. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And you know what? We signed up for it, and we went through, and I mean, there's just not a lot there.
No, not really.
No, it's
No.
Simpsons, Star Wars, Marvel. There's some good National Geographic stuff,
Yeah.
but like the selection
But
is,
how long can you watch that?
I mean, forever. But the selection is pretty sparse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how they're getting you, right? It's $9 a month right now, right? And then they'll
Is it
just
9? I thought it was 7.
It was 7. Now it's 9. They've already
the price?
jacked it up.
In
And
a
the thing about-
pandemic? I can't handle that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I mean, they used to have a week, like a free week, right? And now
Yeah.
they're like, well, everybody's locked inside. They're going to have to buy it regardless. So no free week anymore. Anyway, we bought a year.
We prepaid 10 years.
Well, we prepaid for 10 years. Eventually, it's going to pay off. Yeah, and it's just like a lot of great old cartoons and stuff, but there's still a lot of stuff missing. There's Mighty Ducks. No Mighty Ducks 2.
Really?
What the hell is that?
Well, I was
Like the movie? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's the show.
The movie.
There's the TV show.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about these.
Because I was going to say, it's basically a nostalgia service.
It is basically exactly right.
But if
I
they
mean,
don't have Mighty Ducks 1 and 2...
I know, and they've got all the Marvel movies, obviously.
Yeah.
But the thing about The Simpsons, which they are changing after so many people saying, "Why did you screw with this?"
Yeah.
Is that they have it in widescreen. Old Simpsons in widescreen doesn't work. It cuts off jokes. Found one last night. Don't like it. Anyway, we got lots of time.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
AJ downloaded Tinder. Yeah, last night. He's gotten to that point. He's gotten quarantine bored that he is downloaded Tinder to see if there's any extra people on there. Because I don't really know because I only ever downloaded Tinder here in Yellowknife when we were thinking of things to talk about on the morning show back at that other place. And I flipped through it, and there's like 8 people on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is not great.
Let's write a story about it.
Let's write a story about it. So, AJ, you downloaded Tinder to see if there was any extra people on there, because as we know, being in quarantine, being in close quarters with somebody where you don't have a break, maybe go to work or whatever, maybe it's putting a strain on some of these relationships, and people are talking about, you know what? You know how you've always been talking about opening things up? Well, I think now's the time. And maybe they are. And maybe there's some married people on there. Maybe there's some people in relationships. Maybe there's some people just looking to have some fun once this whole thing is done.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I was looking for. Curiosity.
You know what they say about curiosity? It helps you find stuff out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. That's not where I was going to go with it.
All right.
But yeah, I downloaded it just to see if there are more people or less people on it. There are actually, I would say, more.
Okay.
Which I thought was really interesting. Because, you can't go meet people.
No.
Yeah, no, but this is where you can have one of those, harmless sexting relationships. Those are harmless, right?
They're a little weird.
yeah,
Or just
weird.
like conversation. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Just
maybe this is more
conversations.
of an innocent Tinder. Like, people just want to talk. You know?
Not a Tinder, a tender.
A tender.
We're going to be all
Oh,
tender
that's
with
nice.
each other.
It's sad to think that in the time of COVID-19, when people are self-isolating and physical distancing, maybe people are realizing they don't really have any friends.
Ooh, God.
Ooh.
I realized that a long time ago.
Or they're lonely and single, and they're probably going to die that way.
Yeah.
Okay, AJ. Enough about you. No, I mean, and it's interesting. It's just interesting how relationships kind of will have to adapt a little bit, right? Because there's even for Phoenix and I, we don't see each other a ton when our work schedules are the way they are. I'm still working full time. She's working from home, and so I'll come home and she's been home all day, but usually it's like we'll pass each other during the day, and then she'll come home at night, and then I'll be there, whatever.
Shake hands. You're
Shake
still
hands.
there. As are you. All right. Carry on.
Clock out, clock in.
I'll take care of the dog. Thank you. All right. And we've been doing very well, and mostly because we don't get to spend a lot of time together. Now we do, which is nice. But I imagine other couples, there's some adaptations that have to happen.
Absolutely,
as they're spending so much more time together. You either come to create something together, or you just or you go the other way where you're just like, listen, I get the living room from 3:30 to 4, and then you can have it after that. Okay, that's all I need. I just want to watch one show, and then I'll leave. So I imagine there's some strain being put on some relationships, which is, I imagine, very tough.
Yeah. And some couples need space like that. Like
Absolutely.
my parents, my dad worked at the mine a lot.
Hated each other.
Yeah. Couldn't stand each other.
Absolutely.
They're in a loving relationship and been that way for 30 years. And when my dad was retiring, I remember having this conversation with my mom. She goes, son, I don't know if I can do it. What do you mean?
I got to send him back to work.
Well, he's going to be here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how retirement works, Mom. No, but like all the time.
Yeah.
So she got a job where she works remotely 3 days of the week.
Amazing.
So yeah, they need that space. I mean, they're very much in love. They've been together for a long time, but they need that space.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, like, some people just do need that. Other people obviously thrive in close quarters with their loved ones. They're liars, but it's interesting. It's interesting seeing some of. I mean, not that we're privy to a lot of that information, but as we kind of go into like week 4 of this kind of physical distancing and kind of quarantine, just to see what's going to happen. And I was mentioning off the air, obviously in Yellowknife we have some, I don't know, loose dating rules, I would say, with some people where, I wouldn't say loose, but like there's a lot.
Fast and loose?
Fast and loose. Bunch of fast Lucy's out there.
I would say
Wait, not,
consistent.
like Lucy's, not Lucy the name, that Lucy, like loose.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It sounds like a CCR song. Fast Lucy.
Fast Lucy. That's not a bad. That's a terrible CCR.
Oh, you made one noise.
John Fogerty.
Of course, it was a bad.
That's
season.
right.
It just kind of sounded like a cat.
Nah, that's not Brittany.
What were we saying? Okay. No, I mean, what we see a lot in Yellowknife is people
Trends.
dating. Like, you know, it becomes winter and it's like, well, I got to find someone to shack up with and stay warm for the winter. And then once spring rolls around, it's like, you know what? I think I'm going to, you know, we should see other people.
The old spring breakup.
Old spring breakup.
Yeah.
And summer fling, spring breakup, winter hookups, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting that if people have been living together through the winter and it's one of those situations that they can't go anywhere else at this point. So if this stretches into May and we stretch into it getting closer to summer, you might see some of these relationships kind of maybe blossom or completely implode.
You know what I kind of like? The thought
Having
that-
a long-term relationship that with
No,
a
I love
fiancé,
that.
Of course.
I don't
Yeah.
just kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
It's good.
It's good. It's great. It's fine. It's good.
It's good.
I like the idea that Tinder now that AJ mentioned there's actually more people on there.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Looking for an
maybe
escape.
this is what Tinder needed. Maybe a little bit of courtship.
Are you
injected
blaming
into it?
Tinder for COVID-19?
No,
They had no
not
part
at
in
all.
this.
That's
No,
not at all where
you
I was
missed-
going.
You missed the point completely.
I went, okay.
Took a left turn at
Start again.
Albuquerque.
Start again. Let me try again.
I like the idea that now it's not so hollow, shallow. Is
Yeah.
that the word I'm looking for? There's actual, like, because you can't just meet someone on Tinder and then just like hook up later that night. You're going on Tinder supposedly to reach out for a little like human interaction other than physical interaction.
Yeah.
So it's like you're actually kind of dating on Tinder.
There's actually a disclaimer on there similar to that.
That is not allowed.
One of the things that
This is
This is not what Tinder was
Like-
intended for.
Tinder is
Just
for
so you
hookup.
know.
That's it. If you need to, sneak out during quarantine. Jesus, Tinder, take it easy.
No, what's the disclaimer?
So they actually put on there that people are having longer conversations, like as far as on Tinder. You know what I mean? Like usually they're quite short, and then you try and meet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now obviously you can't meet. So
Yeah.
they're having these like long, in-depth conversations.
Yeah, which
Right.
Tinder is then charging you for. It's like if your messages surpass 30, you're going to have to pay for some more. Pay for premium Tinder.
But you get you get a Disney Plus subscription with it.
Ew.
Eh?
Now I think it's funny that Tinder is like basically putting out a disclaimer saying this might turn into something.
Yeah.
Just be careful. All right. It's like
if you don't want to be in a long-term relationship, maybe just delete this for your quarantine.
Warning,
for your
maybe
period
in
of,
depth.
Yeah, for your period of self-isolation, maybe get rid of this if you don't want to get into a relationship.
this is not the time. Be careful. All right. No, nothing about getting close to each other. Getting too close.
Too close.
Spiritually.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give up too much of yourself. This is just about hooking up.
Tinder's looking out for you.
There are people on Tinder that are just like, I'm just here to make friends. It's like, then get out of Tinder.
Go away.
Go away.
There's
Get
one-
off Tinder.
One last night specifically for that. Yeah. I'm in a
But
relationship.
right now it makes sense though.
I'm
Like,
in a
I'm just here for
relationship.
friends. It's like, oh good. But I'm in a relationship just here for
just
friends.
here for
Get
friends.
the
Yeah.
out of Tinder.
Why are you here? This
Why
isn't
are
what
you
this
here?
is designed for.
Not what is.
I just like the atmosphere.
Go on Snapchat.
Ambiance.
Go on Snapchat.
I like that chandelier on the ceiling.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a chandelier.
Come here often, or
a little too often. Oh, well, all you Tinderers out there.
You fast Lucy's.
I stand by it all.
it's my CCR.
Tina Turner, the best.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Guess who I ran into yesterday?
Out
Ollie Williams.
and about.
I was at the co-op, and I was just pulling out of the parking lot, and who pops out of a gray truck? Ollie
I
Williams.
sold him that great truck.
I know you did. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, it's damaged. He's gonna have to pay for that.
You picked up on the least relevant part of that story.
A truck.
Yeah.
No, that's good for him. I know he was getting out yesterday, and for a walk, he went for a walk.
It was the happiest he's ever been to see me.
It'll never be that way again.
It'll never happen again.
Ever again.
I soaked in every moment.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Describe how he looked.
His
White.
hair was a little tussled,
Okay.
we'll put. But he looked good.
But not like a person had tossed it. Or
No,
tussed
no,
it.
no.
No.
No, like he
I
had
don't
been
think he's letting
driving
anybody touch him.
with his head out the door. Like it was.
Like a dog on a drive.
Yeah.
You know why dogs do that? Because they can't stand the smell of us.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was the heat.
Well, that too.
In the
but it's
vehicle
also
was too much.
that they're so in a closed space with us and we stink.
That's a little selfish.
Little do they know how bad they smell.
Yeah.
Well, my dog smells okay.
Dre farts when he gets off the couch most of the time.
What I wanted to get into was that we're in this many weeks of quarantine and self-isolation. A lot of people have rolled through their Netflix and rolled through their Crave, and I downloaded Disney Plus last night. So I've got some extra stuff to get through. But what I wanted to talk about with the Disney Plus.
We're going to get to it.
We're gonna get to it. No, I was talking about the Disney Plus. And I mean, it just what we touched on earlier is that there's just not much there.
Yeah.
And like The Simpsons is in widescreen, and when you have the older episodes in widescreen, it cuts off jokes. I saw one last night. You know, in Camp Krusty, and Bart's trying to angle to go to Camp Krusty for the summer.
Yes.
But his report card's no good.
Right.
So you snap cut to Homer mowing the lawn, and he's just kind of dead-eyed mowing the lawn and mowing over a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And he mows over that roller skate.
Yeah.
Right? So then they have their talk about whether or not he can go to Camp Krusty. He says, okay, yeah, you can go. Will you do something for me before you leave? Will you reach in and grab that, unjam that skate out of the lawnmower? And he reaches down, and it spits out the lawnmower and starts going again, and Homer goes, never mind.
And you can't even see the lawnmower.
You can't even see the bottom of the lawnmower.
Oh,
you have no
Disney.
idea what's going on.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
No, not you, Disney.
Oh, I thought you said Jesse.
No, I'm yelling at Disney.
Disney. Oh,
That seems like a day ruiner for sure.
I mean, my day was ruined.
I guess that could at least become one of those. Well, not like obviously it was a visual gag at one point.
It
but
was
could,
a visual
could become
gag.
one of those like audio gags where you don't actually see what's happening,
No.
but you know by the audio.
No, because it's what's funny about it. Another one of the reasons it's funny about it is that it just spits it out. It spits out a roller skate,
Yeah.
into just like a pile of shrapnel, exactly. And Bart's literally blown back by it. He like falls back on his butt, and he like kind of looks at Homer. He's like, never mind. And it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So they are changing that, but
When?
Soon.
Oh, thank
Because
goodness.
like so the later episodes, like the later seasons, because they're done by computer, are all in widescreen.
Yeah,
so
but
you
no
don't
one
get
cares
that.
about those.
No one does care about those.
No.
I hate late era Simpsons. I don't hate it. I just don't like it much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now I got 12
Have a
seasons
disdain for it.
12 seasons of The Simpsons to get through, which is amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But
for
yeah,
the listeners at home, this is what the conversations off air are typically like.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what this show's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Quit
Simpsons.
derailing it. God.
Sorry, go back. Go back.
Who invited
Season
you anyway?
3, episode 4, go.
We could literally do that. It'd be great.
I'm a little surprised, I have to say.
Yes.
You sent a message to our group chat yesterday that you started at season 3.
Yeah, I did.
You seemed disappointed that when I took Nicole through every episode of The Simpsons, season 1 to 10,
Well, she hadn't seen it before.
that we actually started at season 1.
She hadn't
she
seen-
had never really
Well, there
watched
you
an
go.
episode.
You have to kind of go like, listen, you haven't seen this before. I'm going to show you why this is the greatest show ever written.
Yes.
you're going to have to see the dregs first. Okay, now we're
Come
into
with me on this journey.
Now we're into the
from
dregs.
start
Here's
to
Ralph
finish.
Wiggum's entry. You have to see season 1 to be like, okay.
Yeah.
And you have to see where it went.
Yeah.
Because between season 1 and season 3 becomes brilliant. Season 4
Yes.
is one of the best seasons of TV ever written, ever, in anything. And so you have to watch through how it progressed.
The humble beginnings.
That's right.
That's right.
Phoenix had seen a lot of Simpsons
Okay.
before.
All right.
But
So
there's
she'd already seen Black Smithers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Blonde Barney.
And
and
Bleeding Gums Murphy
for whatever
okay,
reason.
Okay.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
already, Okay.
Yeah. She had
Gotcha.
seen it all.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's
but she
fine
hasn't
then.
seen a lot of in the middle, so I got to show her, and
Yeah.
so she can be like, "Oh, well, I just want to be able to understand what you guys are talking about all the time." And I was like, "Okay,
Imagine seeing season 1 and not seeing season 4. What an
Ew.
awful existence.
well, she has seen some of it, but
Oh,
she
okay.
just hasn't seen all of it."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there it is.
Oh, thank
This
goodness.
is very interesting for everybody. But I mean, Disney Plus is it's a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
A bit of a letdown,
Yeah.
especially since we paid for a year.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got all the Disney, but you still have. You know what sucks though is that they're doing exactly what they did with video cassettes and with DVDs. They're putting things in the vault.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? How about this? How about you just put out everything, and then we can watch everything.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be really nice.
I was just hoping to watch the new Star Wars when we did our free
Well, there you go.
trial.
You got them all.
Wasn't on there.
It is on there.
It wasn't on there when I had it.
Oh, Rise of Skywalker.
Is that what the
That's
newest
the
one's
newest
called?
Yeah, it's coming out very soon, I think, because it's already out on DVD, so it should be on the Disney Plus pretty quick.
Oh, okay. Well, we had it in like basically the start of the new year. We had the 14-day trial,
Oh, yeah.
and then I accidentally let it roll over for a month, and it still wasn't on there the whole time. So I didn't even get to watch the new Star Wars.
Well, because that was January. They didn't decide
Yeah.
to do that until the middle of March. Because
Wow.
they're like, oh, you're all going to be inside for months.
This was my problem.
Onward, the new Pixar movie's out there. It only came out like 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
What's the new Pixar movie?
good.
Onward. It's about
Onward?
it's about trolls. What is it about?
Yeah, no, it's about like mystical characters in a world where it used to be like magic was very prevalent, but it eventually just turns into modern society.
Oh, so like
So
us.
they don't fly anymore because they have cars and they things like that.
They got lazy,
Yeah.
basically.
And then
What
they
a
basically
crappy transition that
they
is.
find their magic again.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if we used to be able to fly? It's like, hey guys, you don't need to fly anymore. You got a car.
I'm
Hey,
tired.
cool. What asshat saying, hey, cool? I don't have to fly anymore.
Well, that's the whole dilemma.
I said asshat.
Mm-hmm.
Ass hat. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting Disney Plus, you're kind of on the fence. I'll tell you this much: I scrolled through everything in about 4 minutes. So there you go.
Yeah, it's very nostalgic.
There's not a lot.
It's good to go through and go like, oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna watch
you don't
it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I know. Like Rookie of the Year was on there. It's like I love Rookie of the Year. What else?
Next.
What else is here? Yeah.
I tried to get through the whole series of the Spider-Man, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon
Uh-huh.
in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Because our thing was running out in like 2 days. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so good. Why didn't I start watching this earlier? And I got through like 3 episodes.
The other thing that just before we leave this forever, the other thing that didn't piss me off,
Well,
but
It just
it
irked you
It
a little?
irked me.
Yeah.
So they got Muppets, right? Because Disney owns the Muppets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They don't have any of the TV show,
Stupid.
and they don't have Muppets Take Manhattan.
What?
So they've got the 2 new Muppets movies. They got the Great Muppet Caper. They've got the Muppet Movie, whatever it is, and that's it.
Jesse, what is a Muppet?
It's damn it. I forgot what it is. Damn it! It's not a mop and it's not a puppet, but brother, it's a Muppet. That's enough.
There you go.
So Disney Plus, C minus, because we just started grading streaming services right now.
Cabin Radio's morning show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
We were talking about what to talk about, and Lecter said he's got something, but he kept it a secret like a real jerk.
So I did something new this past weekend.
Oh, God.
I knew that reaction was coming. That's why I kept it a secret.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
I wanted it to be a real reaction.
What'd you do?
Went to the Yellowknife Ski Club.
Oh, were you the one that ruined the trails?
Yeah.
Ah, you went through there with your edge, did you?
With my edge.
Yeah, your vehicle.
Someone did that?
Oh, dude,
What?
yeah, that was on there last night. Someone went through the ski club in a truck.
It's that wide?
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
they were.
And no,
they
that
had
was
to
not me.
re-groom the trails last night. Yeah, big ups to the trail groomers at the YK Ski Club. They had to fix the trail because someone went through there with a truck.
When did that happen? Like,
Either last night or a couple nights ago.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
huh?
There's
Yeah.
so many other places you can take a truck.
Yeah. Like
I'm assuming they were doing
ass,
it
like
for
you're going to do something
like a
that.
road?
Up your ass.
Ever heard of a road or
Yeah.
a highway?
If anybody knows anybody who drives their truck out on the ski trail, tell them to, you know what, just kick them in the ass next time.
I'm assuming they were doing it for the express purpose of being a jerk.
Yeah.
Not,
guess.
this seems like an okay thing to do. And hey, the trails are free right now.
Yeah. Hey, open to the public. Open to
I
everybody.
want to be involved, but I don't have skis.
It's the same people that take their stuff on Tin Can Hill and rip up the trail up there.
Wow, I can't believe some idiot did that.
Oh, I can believe it.
I mean,
don't
now
like
that
it.
you say it, I can believe it, but
I
I
can believe
would have
it.
never guessed someone would actually do that.
I can believe anything these jackasses do.
Hey, Lecter, what kind of vehicle do you have?
I have a 2019 Ford Edge.
That's right.
Interesting. The plot thickens.
It
Why?
doesn't. No,
Didn't you just say it was an edge?
No, I said that to him
Oh.
because I was referencing that the trail had been
A little
thing.
behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Maybe stop doing an 8 ball before you come in here. So you went out. You went to the ski club.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
So I assume before this all happened, because I did not see any truck tracks
When'd you go?
ruining things. We went basically Sunday, like early or late afternoon, early evening,
Okay, so this sounds like it happened either then maybe yesterday or the day before that, and they groomed him before.
or maybe
he got
like
there.
later that night. Or
Maybe,
something.
yeah.
No. Oof. That would have been scary. Being on the trail getting run down by a truck all of a sudden.
Oh, I would have grabbed a tree trunk and smashed the window open.
That's what indicators are for.
Oh, you're a quick thinker.
Yeah. No, I'm always at the ready to smash someone with with something.
Or grab a tree trunk.
Just grab another person.
I have a bat by my door. I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, generally when you're skiing, you don't. I mean, you got poles.
Yeah.
Smack them with your poles.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine if someone drove by in a truck and like some big stupid honking truck, and you just took your cross country ski pole and jabbed them in the eye on the way by?
I think we got ourselves an action scene.
There we go. I certainly hope someone stabs them in the eye.
So, no, that was not us.
Okay.
But so we crossed.
This is all very suspicious.
Yeah.
So anyway, you went down
Wow.
to the ski trail. Yeah.
What a coincidence. Yeah, never been there before.
Really?
We cross country ski
Out on the lake.
semi frequently. Yeah, we usually go out on the lakes, and for us, it's kind of we like skiing, but it's also something to go do outside with your dogs.
We
right?
get it. You're active. Don't care. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I knew that reaction was coming too. I could have predicted how this whole break would go,
almost
aside
like it
from
was
the car
scripted.
driving on the trails part.
Let me interject before you continue.
Yes, go ahead.
So when you were ruining the trails with your truck, did you ever stop to think that, hey, I'm being a jackass?
That was all I could think.
And you just kept going.
That was his motivation.
I was already in that deep.
Motivation. Yeah, that's right. So sorry. Continue.
So we have never been there before.
Okay. So we're starting over.
Starting over. And earlier in the day,
Yes.
we went tobogganing
Very nice.
to a familiar old spot
The Suicide Hill?
where I'd proposed to Nicole.
Oh, it's Folk in the Rocks.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hey, don't give it away.
What?
I think we said that before anyway. But
Yeah,
now we're
like
trying to
if-
keep our toboggan spot secret so that other people don't embark on it. We don't have to, deal with physical distance
Sorry,
and all that.
you're right. Absolutely. It's a
God,
great little
Jesse,
hill. I'm
like,
sorry.
come on.
You told when you told people
Yeah,
about how
but
you
this-
said-
Don't
I
mention the
didn't
Folk on the Rocks
anticipate.
toboggan hill.
Oh, my bad.
Don't mention it at
All
Folk
right.
on the Rocks.
Okay, I won't.
Hey, Jay.
I'm telling him not to.
So you're at the Folk in the Rocks. You're tobogganing Great Hill
So we had taken the dogs,
that nobody knows about.
nor shall they. They will forget after this break.
They've
Anyway.
already tuned out.
We had already taken the dogs, out there while we went tobogganing, so they got their exercise.
Yeah.
And we were kind of just like being lazy the rest of the day, and we're content to be lazy. And then Nicole was like, "We should go for a ski." And I think she was just calling my bluff because I think she would say, "No, I don't want to do that." And then I was like, "No, I don't want to do that." And then I was like, "You know what? I'll go if we go to the ski club." Because we've never been before.
Yeah.
The dogs have already got their exercise. We're not allowed to bring them. We don't have to bring them because they're good. Went to the ski club, and it was lovely.
What? Wow. That was jeez. Wow. That was a long walk.
It was a nice ending.
It was a nice
bad,
ending.
eh?
Came
It
full
was a
circle.
bit meandering.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So you're telling me that you guys went out, got some exercise,
We did, yeah.
went home, and decided to exercise more?
Yeah.
I hate you both. This is
Oh, yeah.
awful.
Those two.
You're the type of people that make unproductive people like me feel terrible and horrible about their lives.
That is our goal.
Ah, great. Just remember that if you are in isolation, if you're not becoming a better person or learning a new skill, you're still doing okay. That's awesome. I haven't cross country skied since I was a kid because my mother used to take me out cross country skiing, and I immediately hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, when are we going to do a downhill part?
See, I hated it as a kid too, and that was my exact thought.
Yeah,
because we did it in I think like late elementary school. For some reason, our school had cross country skis.
Oh yeah, we did.
Well, la-di-da.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all like really old.
Well, because you were in Manitoba.
Yeah, I guess you're on the prairies. Yeah, you're not going to have a set of downhill skis. Yeah.
Here's a small gradient.
And I remember
here's a snow pile in the parking lot.
I remember doing it as a class one time, and thinking the same thing. Like, this is really boring.
This is terrible.
Why would anyone ever do this? Let's get to a hill and this, make this a little bit fun.
Yeah.
I love it now.
I know.
Now that I actually know how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I
you
learned how to skate ski the other week too.
Skate ski?
Well, like kind of the stride, like the skating stride.
Well, yeah,
that's how you
get this. That's how you get
like
speed.
a biathlete.
Yeah.
Well, like without having the actual ski tracks, you're just like on frame, like the middle path there. I could never do that before, but figured I'd give it a try, and I could do it now.
Great.
Good.
Another new skill, Jesse.
Who cares?
Notch it up.
Notch it up. Put a notch on your belt, bud.
So there you go. That's all
nice.
I got.
No, that's very nice. I like that. I mean, that's what the ski club, it's open to the public, and that's what it's exactly open for. So for people to learn new things. And
not for driving on.
Not for driving on.
No.
Unlike what you may think.
Are there no driving signs?
I don't think there are any no driving signs.
Yeah,
so maybe that's ski club's bad.
It's really their fault. It's almost as if you got to tell people not to be idiots.
Don't land your helicopter here. You got to have those signs up. Otherwise,
absolutely. You have to have them literally everywhere. We have one on the window here at the Cabin Radio. Don't land your helicopter on top of our building.
Don't walk
please.
your lion here.
That's right.
Just for now. Just hold off, right?
Yeah.
Until we're past all this.
Yeah, wait till the summer and then
land your helicopter wherever you
want.
want.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's amazing that you have to put up signs for people to be like, you know what? Should I go in here? No, you shouldn't. Well, there's not a sign.
Yeah.
So
no one said I couldn't park my truck in this gymnasium.
Yeah.
There's no signs.
There's no sign that says that.
Maybe they were going on the beg for forgiveness after rather than asking for permission. That old slogan that people like to bandy about when they're about to do something that they don't think they should actually do.
Yeah.
Beg for confidentiality.
That or their head is nestled so far up their ass.
Yeah, probably
that they can't see past their own rectum.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined once again from deep in the recesses of the Amber Mountains here in Yellowknife, Ollie Williams. Ollie, good morning.
Good morning. Taco Tuesday at the studio. Roll it up and stay socially distanced to get a taco passed down from a window using a barge pole.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. We've already broken the window, so here we are. We're ready. We're ready for all your taco needs. No special flavors today, though.
No.
Okay.
All right. Ollie, you are in isolation, but you did go out for a walk, and AJ was letting us know that he ran into you at the co-op. What's up? You went out to the co-op? You went shopping by yourself?
See, we're struggling a little for show material this morning.
No, we're not. This is the most exciting thing to happen to you in weeks.
Well, that's disappointingly true. I went and I ordered from the Independent online and collected all my stuff there. They were great, fantastic. Didn't have to go in, just parked up outside. They brought it all out. Really good service, but there were a couple of bits they didn't have. So I thought, you know what, I'll just going to try the co-op, see if I can pick up, because there was stuff that I kind of needed. So drove over to the co-op, actually braved going in a store.
The belly of the beast.
Time,
that's right.
Wow.
Since February in Yellowknife.
Wow.
Because I was only back out of isolation, 3 days ago. So went into the co-op, very, very targeted mission. Anything you touch, you buy. Straight in. That, straight to the checkout, paid. The guy tried to give me a receipt. I was like, heck no.
Physical distancing. Back off.
Ran out of the store and just putting stuff in the truck and Mr. Goodwin drives on by and it was the first extended human face-to-face conversation I have had for a month.
Face-to-face?
Almost.
Sounds too close.
Yeah, it's close.
Well, my face was pointed at his face. Initially, I
face
went
looking
up.
at face.
In the first few seconds, I leaned on the passenger side window on his side of the truck, and then immediately thought, "Oh my God, this can't be 6 feet," and I backed up a solid 3 more feet just to be sure.
I opened the door and smacked him back.
That's fair enough.
Get back!
Absolutely. And then AJ went to the ski club with his truck. So you went to the independent. They didn't have everything, which is happened. It happened to us when we did our online ordering. You went to the co-op to pick up a couple things, berated a young kid for trying to hand you your receipt, just screamed at him, and then you saw AJ in the parking lot. That's exciting.
It was a nice day out.
Yeah, checked all the boxes.
You got to take what you can get, but like the two sort of hobbies that I now have in life are planning occasional trips outside the house for whatever reason.
Absolutely.
I went on an hour-long walk on Sunday just to take file photos of Yellowknife because I've been meaning to do that for ages, just so we have extra photos of just like buildings and things like that we might need for news stories in future. It's one of those things that you always mean to do for the newsroom and you never get around to doing.
And now you've got time.
But now there's nothing else to do. So, yeah, walked around on Sunday, just took photos of everything. It was great. And yeah, the other very exciting hobby is watching the fox that lives outside the apartment, and he looks like he's having a whale of a time. He came back with a ptarmigan the other day.
Oh
wow! And I was very impressed. We like that was a whole. I don't know. I feel like I was part of that moment. I suspect if you asked the fox probably would deny all knowledge. I felt very connected to that fox at that moment in time, as I had just completed my online ordering at the Independent, and I felt like each of us was providing.
Next time you're out for a walk, if you're taking pictures for file photos, absolutely, head on down to Delo. You should get some more pictures of Delo. I feel like we should do another season of Delo or no Delo.
6 feet apart.
Distanced Delo or no Delo.
Distance. Yeah, distance Delo or no distance Delo. Take close-ups and far-away shots of places in Delo. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Get out there. Get some pictures done.
It's been a long time since a good episode of Delo or no Delo. Absolutely. Of course, people who have not seen that just assume that whatever we're doing must be awful. But it's it's probably one of the more fun contest ideas we've had.
It's great. I think we should do it again. I mean, I'm you know what? I'm straining to find a reason why we haven't.
Don't look at me. I didn't cancel your show.
Oh, fair enough. Anything exciting planned for today, Ollie? Maybe opening the door or a window, perhaps?
No.
Fair enough. And while we were talking about Disney Plus a little earlier, I finally downloaded Disney Plus. Do you have Disney Plus?
Certainly don't. Nope, not giving into that one. I feel like that is the final.
It is
the final wall left to crumble. Is getting Disney Plus, because I have every other streaming service ever invented. And I if I get Disney Plus, then I have fully given in to every corporation ever made.
It's what they want.
And so I'm holding out because I haven't seen anything yet that makes me actually want to get it.
Now that we've talked about this, you will be getting Disney Plus ads all day long.
Oh, I already do. They know me. They know exactly which fish they want to reel in here. They've seen what I spend on the other streaming services. I get Disney Plus ads. Like, I go to sleep and they're tattooed on the inside of my eyeballs.
We're almost there.
You're their top prospect right now.
That's right.
Yeah. No, they know where to get their money from. They know I'll cave eventually. But I haven't seen anything that they've got that I want.
Yeah. And we kind of feel the same way. We went on there and it just like the lineup's not that great. It really isn't. So I'm glad we paid for a year. Wonderful. Well, Phoenix wanted all the Disney movies, and they don't even have all the Disney movies.
Yeah,
they've got some in there, and they got others that are not, and it's just disappointing. You would expect more from the Disney Corp.
This is a lesson against jumping in with both feet, I guess.
Absolutely, diving in head first is never usually a good idea, or feet first, for that matter. You know what? Just stay out of the damn pool, I think, is what the message is.
Yeah, it's closed anyway.
Yeah, that's right, and thank goodness. Can you imagine if the pool was still open? Oy.
That would be silly.
That would be super gross.
Just fill it with hand sanitizer.
Yeah, that's right. You want to go for a dip in the sanitizer? Yes, I do. Everything burns. Good.
Don't open your eyes.
That means it's working. If parts of you are burning, that's the virus dying.
That's what clean feels like.
Yummy. Ollie, thank you for joining us as always. We look forward to another episode of COVID Corner tonight at 7:00. And, hopefully it'll be a slow news day and you'll have more pets than news.
Yes. That we're going for that today. People responded last night. I did point out to people that we were running a little low on pets. Oh. Yellowknife never needs telling twice if someone says, "Hey, do you happen to have extra photos of your pets?" So we should have a pretty solid lineup tonight.
Okay, wonderful. All right, we look forward to that, and have yourself a good day. Crack a window open.
Oh, all right then. I'll live a little.
We inspired Ollie to do something. All right, talk to you later.
See you later.
Later. Ollie Williams still in isolation, still venturing out every once in a while, truly turning into an Ollie Groundhog Day. He stepped out of the house. He went to the co-op. He saw AJ, which means another 6 weeks of self-isolation.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.